Ding. That sound. You know it. A single notification cuts through the silence, and before you even realize it, your hand is already moving. The phone unlocks. The trading app opens. Charts, numbers, green, red, all flashing at you like neon lights in a casino. And here's the strange part. Half the time you didn't even want to check. You weren't planning to, but you did it anyway. Now pause. Ask yourself, is this really trading? Or are we the ones being traded? Because what's happening here isn't just about markets or money. It's about psychology. It's about design. The way apps are built, the way alerts are timed, the way uncertainty keeps us locked in. It's a system fine-tuned to pull dopamine out of your brain like a slot machine lever. And if you've ever wondered why it's so hard to look away, this is why. Welcome to the hidden loop, the digital dopamine cycle that quietly turns trading into addiction. Step onto today's trading floor, and it doesn't look like Wall Street. No shouting brokers. No crowded pits. It's quiet, just you, your phone, and a glowing screen. But make no mistake, it's designed to feel like a rush. Green numbers popping like fireworks. Red ones plunging like trapdoors. Charts racing across your screen with the speed of a heartbeat. It's fast, it's intense, and it's addictive. Trading apps know this. They don't just show you the markets, they gamify them. Badges for milestones. Confetti animations when you buy your first stock. Leaderboards ranking who's winning today. Feels like achievement, but really it's psychology at work. And then comes the illusion of control. Complex, global markets, billions of dollars shifting by the second. Packaged into simple taps and swipes. Suddenly, it feels like you're in command. Like with just one more trade, you might outsmart the system. But that's the trick. The more the app convinces you you're in control, the deeper you sink into the game. Here's the part most traders never see coming. It isn't the money that keeps us glued to the screen. It's the brain. Every time you place a trade, every time you see those numbers flicker, your brain releases a tiny spark of dopamine. Not the pleasure chemical like most people think, but the anticipation chemical. It's the rush of maybe this is the one. And here's the kicker. You don't even need to win for the dopamine to fire. Sometimes, almost winning feels just as electrifying. Psychologists call this the near-miss effect. It's why slot machines are addictive, and why a trade that almost goes your way can hook you even harder than one that actually does. But the real trap? Variable rewards. The markets don't pay out in neat, predictable patterns. They swing wildly. Sometimes you win big. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes you're left hanging in the tension of not knowing. And that unpredictability, those highs and lows, hijack the same brain circuits that casinos, social media, even video games use to keep people hooked for hours. So it's not just your strategy pulling you back. It's your biology. And once dopamine has you on the hook, logic and discipline don't stand a chance. But dopamine isn't working alone. It has a partner in crime, constant connectivity. Think about it, your trading app never sleeps. Every ping, every push notification, every breaking news alert is engineered to spark a reaction. To make you feel as if you don't check right now, you'll miss the chance of a lifetime. That's not just convenience, that's FOMO weaponized. And it doesn't stop at notifications. Open your phone, and suddenly you're in an endless scroll. Charts sliding up, headlines flashing down, predictions stacking on predictions. It's bottomless, like a slot machine that never runs out of spins. The longer you scroll, the deeper the hook. Then there's the social side. Platforms where traders aren't just watching the market, they're watching each other, copying moves, competing on leaderboards, measuring themselves against strangers in real time. It stops being about smart decisions and starts being about not looking like the one who missed out. What used to be information has become pressure. What used to be a tool has become a trigger. And slowly, without realizing it, trading is no longer just a financial activity. It's a 24/7 cycle that follows you everywhere. On the screen, it feels like a game. But off the screen, the costs are very real. Financially, the cycle takes its toll. One impulsive trade becomes two, then 10 until losses start piling up faster than wins. What began as just a little risk can quietly spiral into debt, into desperation, into chasing losses that were never meant to be recovered. But money is only the first casualty. Relationships start to strain. You're at dinner, but your mind is on the charts. You're with friends, but you're sneaking glances at your phone under the table. Slowly, the people closest to you begin to feel replaced by flashing numbers they can't compete with. And then comes the erosion of the self. The late nights staring at screens. The anxiety of markets moving while you're asleep. The constant hum of stress that never really shuts off. Before long, sleep is fractured. Moods are unsteady. And the line between living and trading begins to blur. Because this loop doesn't just take money. It takes time, peace, and presence. And those are losses no chart will ever show you. But here's the truth. The loop doesn't have to own you. Addiction isn't destiny. There are ways to step back, reclaim control, and rewrite the cycle. Start with boundaries. Decide when you trade and when you don't. Create screen-free zones. Disable the endless stream of notifications that pretend to be urgent. Because not every ding deserves your attention. Use the tools available. Many platforms now let you set limits, pauses, even self-exclusion windows. These aren't signs of weakness, they're shields. Guardrails for your discipline. And most importantly, step back into life beyond the screen. Exercise. Walk. Talk to people face to face. Rediscover hobbies that don't involve charts or candlesticks. Because every moment you invest in the real world weakens the grip of the digital one. Trading can be a skill, can even be an art. But it was never meant to consume you. The markets will always be there. The question is, will you still be there too? This is the digital dopamine loop. Now that you've seen it, the choice is yours.